Hey, Michael with XForcePC. I want to show you a little bit more about Air Manager. And right now we're showing the Cessna panel, and I can just hit the little light bulb next to that to make it go away. Now, there's a number of pre-made panels that come with Air Manager. And if you want to add one of those, you just hit Add Panel, and you can see here, if I drag it down, there's a Cessna 172, there's a Baron, there's some helicopters, there's a Cessna 152 as well. Or we can simply add our own panel, and I can say I want to make a blank panel. And I have to give it a name. I'm just going to give it a name of Test. Hit Add. And then I can start adding instruments to that. I can look online and scroll through this very large repository of instruments that are online. And I'm just scrolling through really fast. But there are 453 instruments online, and some of them are actually like full panels. So let me download this one. And this is the Eclipse 550 glass cockpit. And so I can, if I want to add that instrument, I just hit Add Instrument, and I can, let me drag this down here, type in like 550, some part of the name, to narrow the list down, hit Add, and then show that panel. And it actually puts it up top, and then I just have to drag it down here. And there's no data flowing right now, so you're not really seeing anything on, there's just big X's right here right now. And then you can resize this, you can move it around and put it wherever you want. And when you're done, you lock it. Because if you don't lock it and you reach down here and you're using the touch function, you might inadvertently drag it around the screen. So you just right click and choose Lock, and now I can't accidentally drag the instrument anywhere. And then if I decide I don't want that instrument anymore, go back to the Air Manager interface and turn it off. And I can add something different. Let's add another instrument. If you want to see all the instruments that have to do with the 172 that we've downloaded, you just type in 172 and you can see them all. I can add, let's say, an attitude indicator. I'll add that. And then anytime I want to show it, I just tell it to show it, and it shows up on the top monitor, and then I just drag it down, and I can put it wherever I want. I can change the size of it. It's rather large right now. And let's just say I want it in the upper left corner. I can leave it there. Let's say, okay, I want to add the airspeed indicator. So I just hit Instrument. I've already got 172 typed in, and then I just look for airspeed and hit Add, and then show my panel. And actually, I didn't mean to show that Eclipse 550. And then here is my airspeed, and then again, you can move it wherever you want. You can use the touch to move it around, and then if you don't want it to move around anymore, you just lock it, and it won't move anymore, or unlock it. Now let me go back to my Air Manager interface, and let's add. Let's look online and see what we have here. So let's say you're looking online at their large repository of instruments, and you want something to do with the 737. That's all you want to see. You just type in 737, and there are all the instruments that have to do with the 737. Like they have a PFD. So I can say Get. I downloaded it, and then let's add that instrument to this test panel that I did. So I just type in 737. There's my Boeing 737. And then if I want to show it, it'll show up top like it usually does, and then I just drag it down here. And again, there's no data flowing right now, so there's not anything to see because I don't have X-Plane running. But that's how easy it is. And then, when you're done, you just save it, and you can have as many panels as you want. And once you go into, let's say, if I look at my Cessna 172 here, you see I have it tied to the Cessna 172 in X-Plane. So I have this little check mark here, which means when I open the Cessna 172 in X-Plane, then just automatically, don't ask me, just automatically open the Cessna 172 panel. And the same holds true with my Baron panel. When I open the Baron in X-Plane, it will automatically open this particular panel, and there it is right there. So that's just a little bit about Air Manager and kind of how it works. It's a pretty neat program, doesn't have a big frame rate hit on X-Plane, and enables the use of touch on a touchscreen monitor.